Hello everybody, me Chicken Hawk here 221, and today I'll be your host. Today this will be the first episode of the Dummy's Guide for Don't Starve. I'll be teaching new players to this game. So this is why it's called the Dummy's Guide, because this will be a series for this channel where I'll teach you guys the basics about Don't Starve, all the way up to the end where you gotta beat the final boss. Technically you beat Don't Starve. There'll be an air series created, but I won't be hosting it. It will be my cousin Damien, who's a more experienced player to Don't Starve. He's the one who will teach a bit more experienced players about Don't Starve. So, welcome to this loading screen. You can pick this is all the characters you could pick. There's Wilson, he's really, there's only one good, he's a kind of a normal character. He has one good thing though. He could grow a beard, which will protect you from the winter at least. It'll keep you warm through the winter. Well, I'm not again. I'll probably make a separate video about the about the characters for right now. Um, you can pick which character you think is the best for you, but I mostly pick WX28. So I'm gonna be WX28 actually. So really, your first objective is to make an axe, and a pickaxe. Really, that's kind of your first objective. So when you see boulders, you see a boulder and you see a boulder. These ones that have a yellow lining going through them a bit, you can see yellow, cracks a bit. That's gold. So when you mine the rocks, they'll drop gold nuggets, and you need gold nuggets. Hey, all right, yeah. By the way, so when you have gold nuggets, you can make a science machine, which will allow you to make more prototypes and more things, more crafting recipes. And right here, as you can see, is a dead guy. So this is called the miner set piece. It's where a miner not somehow, but a miner died, I guess, by some type of way. There's you can find multiple dead bodies around the whole world, like that. It could be from a player, like an online player you're playing with, or it could be just like a random generated dead body. So right here we click. This is called the, which I believe is called the mosaic biome. Probably. This is not a bad place though. It's not. Oh, it is a mosaic biome. It's not bad. I mostly feel with some boulders. So when you have a pickaxe, you can start mining these boulders. Of course, it will drop 1 gold or 2, some rocks, and flint. Right here is called a suspicious marble. I'll get into that a bit more later throughout the episodes. So what else can there be? If you can see on my top right corner, there's a day meter. Right now it's full day, then it'll become the evening, and it'll become night. So when it becomes night, you must need at least a torch or a campfire. Right now, this biome is called the cemetery, I believe. This is where it's filled with, headstones and graves. You mostly find a lot of gold nuggets here. You could, well not you could, but you can dig up these graves. We'll get into that more later and again in another episode. So the basics you need, pickaxe, some gold nuggets, get some food while you're at it, sticks. So there's sometimes, worlds will randomly generate however it would be. Unfortunately, this world spawned with no saplings. Saplings is like the main way to get sticks, also known as twigs. So instead, the world will generate these twiggy trees, which you'll need an axe to chop down. But since I don't have an axe yet, I can't chop them down. What else can I say? I guess I could talk about the miner hat. So the miner hat is pretty good because when you have it on, it's a hands-free thing, but it will count as, you know, wearing the hat, but it's okay. What people do sometimes is they do just kind of keep it on for the whole day for a bit because they might forget it sometimes. And when it goes out, like when the light goes out, the best thing to do is take it off and make sure it doesn't turn into a straw hat. And you must go down underground. Well, I can't find it just yet. But right now, it just hit evening. So evening is when the game is telling you it's gonna get dark soon. You need to make a light source of some type or find one. So the best strategy right now is just to make a campfire. So to make one, you're gonna need 3 grass and 2 wood, 2 logs. So to make that, so of course to get logs, you need to chop down trees. If you see right here, that's called the swamp. A swamp is kind of a dangerous place. I would not recommend it if you're new to Don't Starve Together, or just Don't Starve as well. It's full with tentacles and monsters called merms. Not a great place to start. I mean, not a great place to go. Another dead person. Guess he has 6 on him. That's good. That's really great. So, when you're chopping trees, you can hold X or A. That will chop the tree without you have to tap it a bunch. But if you actually want, you know, chop it a bit faster, what you could do is you could try to tap it, but at correct times, so you'd be like faster than just holding X. There you go. See? So there's 3 suspicious marble pieces. This is called the squid head thing. It's for a piece called the bishop. And if we look before, this one right here that looks like a cactus a bit. If you can see on the map, it's a white piece. That's called the nose of a rook. Whatever it's called. It's like a nose for a rook. Again, we'll get in another episode. We'll get into the pieces and stuff in another episode. So again, their dead body. So a pig head. What else can there be? Oh, I need to make a campfire soon. So I will show you guys what's in the swamp, because in the swamp is dangerous. Well, first though, I want to show you what's up with between the boulder and boulder. This one will contain gold, of course. You know, gold nugget, flint, 3 rocks at least. Now, boulders like these boulders, they will drop. Give me a second. They drop 2 flint, 3 rocks, and niter. So to make stuff, you go over here to light. You press X or A on it, and you press build, and there you got fire. So don't forget, this is kind of about science and magic, this game. So when your fire's dying, you go to it, and if you can see when it shows log, it'll say add fuel. So press the left on the D-pad and you can add fuel to it, which will make it bigger and more brighter, so then you could go out more. Right here, these are called fireflies. These are like the kind of almost the kind of one of the last resorts to do if you have no light. So when you're in the dark and you have nothing to light yourself up with, like a torch or anything, you can find these buggers. When you find them, they'll disappear, of course, but if you move away from them, they'll return. So when you're in the dark, you gotta move away and come back. You might be thinking, what's up with the dark? Why is it so dangerous? Well, it's dangerous because what's in the dark is a creature, or also a person kind of, but mostly a creature, that will hit you. And when she hits you, you get, the damage it will do will be half your health, says my cousin Damien. It'll be half your health. I thought it would be 100 health, but it's half your health, I guess. So when you're in the dark, it's not really great. Oh, tentacle spike. This is perfect. So as you can see, I have really nothing to defend myself with, but I do have this now. A tentacle spike. Tentacle spikes do around more damage than a spear. I'll show you how to make a spear when I get one more log. Okay, so this is called a science machine, and they're used to make more resources and more crafting items. So you can see the earth moving and see that weird thing that came out of the ground. Oh, yeah, by the way, don't waste your time on bird. Don't waste your time on don't waste your time on birds. Those things are really hard to get. Look, I'll try to attack it. It'll fly away before I can even hit it. So yeah, just don't waste time. Don't waste your time on birds. So if you can see closely, you can see the ground moving a bit. When you get too close to it, it'll do this. And you must be careful around them, because if you don't, they could do a massive damage and they could kill you in within like maybe 10 seconds if you're not wearing armor. But if you do kill them somehow, they will drop two things. Well, not drop two things, but they will have a chance to drop the two things. They mostly drop monster meat, which is bad. Never eat it unless you're Weber. Alright, they will drop the tentacle spike. This is a weapon. It's pretty good. And they will drop a tentacle spot, which is pretty great, I guess. It's made for a weapon. Right here is a spider den, and that's a spider. Kind of big for a spider, ain't it? Very easy to kill. Not hard at all. But when you attack the den, then all of them will come out. Like a lot of spiders will come out. That was just a tier 1 spider den. It goes all the way up to tier 3. So later in the episodes you'll see what I mean by tier 3 spiders. So you can see right here, this is what's called monster meat. Something you should never, something you should not eat at all if you're human. So yeah. Let me get out of the swamp now. Swamps is not a bad place to get reeds. Especially if you're a Wicker Bottom. Wicker Bottom can make books. She's a librarian. Again, maybe next episode I'll get into the characters, their perks, their pros and cons. But till then, we're gonna be learning the basics with Braven. So ow, that hurt my throat. Give me a second. I was drinking pop. Alright, so this is what's called a wormhole. So this is what's called a wormhole. As you see in my top right corner, there's numbers and gauges. The heart means your health. The stomach means your hunger, and the brain means your sanity. They're all important to keep. Hunger, you need to eat food. Any type of food. Again, you could eat monster meat, but it's not really recommended to eat it. It will feed your hunger, but it'll make you take some damage, so it's not really worth it. Again, unless you're Weber. So anyways, what's there? A carrot. Most of the time, cook food is the best thing to do. Cooking your food. It could be a carrot, of course, berries, of course, some meat, some other stuff. So right now is the evening. Oh, good. This is what's called the deciduous biome. This is also known as the birch tree biome, whatever it's called. Whatever it's called. This is what's called a green mushroom. This is one thing you should not eat raw. You should cook it, unless you're planning to go insane. Eating one of these green caps will take away that much sanity. It took away at least 50 sanity. 50 or 60. Pretty sure 50 though. Or 40. It took away a lot of sanity though. And as you can see right now, my screen's kind of shaky a bit. It's because the more insane you are, the more crazy you'll get, and the more the screen will be, you know, freaky and weird. So if I eat another one of these, I'll be down to, believe, 19. So the best thing to do is just cook the green cap, because that's like your best bet to sanity, to sanity. So this is the flower. You might think, oh, just a flower. What do you need flowers for? Well, first off, we can make a garland with these flowers. These are not bad at all. They're soothing. So flowers, you see my sanity, the brain again. It's at 56. When you pick up flowers, they'll give you 5 sanity back. So picking flowers up is pretty great. It's okay. Especially if you find flower foods. Those are pretty good. You can eat them too. You can eat flowers and they give you 1 health. But I'm at full health. But again, yes, you should never ever eat green caps raw. Ooh, I need grass. I'm probably gonna die. Unless I could find like... No, I'm not gonna make it in time. If I die, I'm just gonna cut the video. Like, cut a new game, probably. Ooh, wait, there's grass right here. Come on. One more. Oh, wait. Right here, this is called a plug sinkhole. Let me break this first. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in, get in. So plug sinkholes is like those rocks. That rock you saw when I was mining it. Plug sinkholes will open up a hole. They're not bad to go down at all. It will go down underground, which is okay. Going down underground is pretty great, because you're down here. It's dark, but it's dark right now because it's nighttime. But when it turns day on the outside, you know, back on top, when it turns day up there, it'll turn day up down here. So till then, let's go down here. I can make a torch. So usually the time the underground is like a dark place. That's why most people make things to help them out. Alright, so right here is called a bunny man. These are not bad at all. These guys are okay, as long as you don't mess around. So here's the main things about bunny men. They could do a lot of damage. What else? They hate meat. They're vegetarians. So if you ever have meat around you and you're by a bunny man, you should probably eat that meat. Well, not eat it, or put it back, or just put it somewhere. Just make sure you don't have meat on you. It counts for everything. Not really everything, but I'm pretty sure a lot of things that resemble meat will count. Second thing is, don't destroy their houses. If you destroy their houses, then they'll get angry and try to attack you. So right here, this is called a light flower. Light flowers are okay. They'll produce light through the dark. And you can pick them. So when you pick them up, they're called light bulb now. And you can eat them. Again, when you eat them, you get when you eat them, you eat 1, you get 1 health. Which is pretty good. Alright, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. And episode 2 we'll be talking about the characters. Alright, subscribe and thank you very much. Oh wait, yeah, you know what? Subscribe. I'll teach you guys who this thing is real quick. Teach you guys later in the 3rd episode. Alright, see you guys and bye.